How you guys doing? It's your girl. I'm back with another episode of Justheretovent. I'm going to try to make this a quick one because I know that when I make it a long one, and then if I do decide that I like edit it, like sometimes I put little things in it, then I might have to. It's going to take a lot longer to edit it, and I would like to have this posted today and before I pick my son up from daycare. And I have to edit another video for my OnlyFans as well, which I probably won't edit it. I did take a scene out to post as a clip, you know, as a something to, you know, little appetizer. But in any event, I'm just coming here to talk to you guys a little bit about some things that's been going on. But first, before I get into any of my stuff that y'all sometimes I'm sure y'all don't care about, but y'all be listening, low key, y'all definitely be listening. But you know, this whole Porsha and Simon situation, and then Nene had came out with a live saying basically that they were supposed to work together on the Upshaws, and if y'all ain't see that, it's on Netflix. It's actually a pretty good show. It's funny. It's Mike Epps, Wanda Sykes. I forget who else is in it, but yeah, they stick out to me. So yeah, so being said that she told the producers that she didn't, or had her people call the producer say that she didn't want to work with Nene because they had problems in the past. Now Nene is basically saying like she didn't understand where this energy was coming from because basically like, you know, she was at, I don't know if she said she was at Porsha's wedding, but I know she said they did the reception in Jamaica. They was on their honeymoon. Something she said they had a trip together recently. They've hung out. They have double dates, like her, Simon, and you know, Simon and I guess her guy Yoni or Yami, whatever his damn name is friends or whatever. So she came out with that video. So then Porsha, I guess her response was her posting a video, her out with Shamia, basically like, you know, giving the vibe like she's unbothered or whatever. So when you really look at the history though, like anybody that's the Real Housewives of Atlanta fans, like myself, like from the beginning, I do feel like Porsha is not a good friend. She don't really seem like she know how to be a good friend, because even at one point, her so-called bestie, who is Shamia, she was throwing her under the bus when she was sitting there being freaking freak with Phaedra, if y'all remember that whole situation. And then she tried to act like she wasn't doing it, or like Phaedra was trying to say she didn't do that. It's like, we just saw her doing it. And it's like, obviously her and Shamia had gotten past that, but it's like, I ain't never forget that. Then it was like the whole situation, you tried to play the victim with you and Nene, when y'all was having your back and forth when you was still working on This Nation. And I feel like with you just always lying. Like, you be doing stuff and then you try to play innocent, or you try to play the dumb blind. You really is slow for real in real life. We all know that. We captured that on camera. But I just be feeling like you be trying to play the stupid, slow, dumb role. And I don't like that. So yeah, but in response to that, then Nene posts her out on a double date with Simon. Mind you, they just filed a divorce. I don't even think that's 2 months. And out with him and another girl. Now, mind you, like I said, Nene's boyfriend is friends with Simon, but I still feel like, first of all, Nene is at least 50 or in her 50s. I do feel like she's too old to be playing these reindeer games. I do feel like, yes, you being petty is funny, like, it's shade, but I just feel like, you know, I can't really say that I feel like Porsha really loves Simon, though. I do feel like she was only with him to get a bag and live a lavish lifestyle. And when she saw that he was living on fraud and she felt like maybe she was now unsafe, it was like, okay, let me protect myself. Then there was rumors going around that she was back messing with the leapfrog Dennis, which is crazy to me. But not too crazy, because that is the father of her child. And I do understand wanting to keep, like, that family unit. Like, I get it. Like, you know, but Dennis, though, for real. All right, Porsha. Okay, girl. But I just feel like this is all about to be messy. It's crazy that Nene not gonna be in the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because this would have been like so good for the show, like so good for the show. But I just feel like they just too old for this, like in my personal opinion. And that's all I really got to say about that. I really hope that I don't have to hear no more. And also, have y'all noticed that we're not really hearing that much about Chrisean Rock no more? I guess since Blueface locked up, I feel like that was her main claim to fame. Them like going back and forth on the internet and posting this and doing that. They arguing and all of these stunts and stints. So I can't say that I'm not happy. Like, you know, I was getting tired of, like, looking at them and seeing them. And it's just too toxic for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, certain things. Like, I don't know if y'all like this, like, but, like, say if you watching, like, horror movies all day, or you watching a horror movie late at night. I feel like I can't go to sleep, like, right on that. I need to, you know, cleanse myself with a cartoon or a comedy or something a little bit more lighthearted. So that's how I feel about that. It's like I can't consume but so much of that toxic negativity before I'm like, okay, like this is too much. Like, I don't want to keep seeing this. Like, yeah. Then we already know that, you know, it's election time. I always get nervous around election time. Someone recently just asked me, was I going to vote? And I honestly do not know. Of course, I'm registered to vote. I have never voted in my life, though. Like, and I've been registered for at least 4 to 5 years, you know, but I've never voted in my life. And it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't mean it like that. It's just, I'm not saying that my votes don't matter, but we've seen things like Donald Trump winning, and we know that, you know, because I think he got the electoral vote, but he lost the popular vote or whatever. And that was, we thought he was going to losing, you know, then he's under fraud. And I don't understand how you have all of these indictments. You don't have no convictions yet, but you got all these court dates and all this other stuff getting ready to come up, and you're still able to run for president. Only in America, in the words of Don King. Like, it's amazing. And I promise you, like, that's the reason why I think that I'm from another planet, because I just can't identify with this world. Maybe it's just America. Like, I do see people, like, posting stuff about, like, how we got to pay for water and why we got to do this, and other countries you don't got to do that and third. But they also have their own crosses to bear, too, such as dictatorships. Like, obviously, a lot of people are leaving their countries to come to America for a reason, because they feel there's more opportunities. It's just like it's just like the grass being greener. Like, okay, you see you in a relationship, right? You like, now you want to be single, but the single person wishing that they was in a relationship. It's just like that. It's like everybody always want what they don't have, or something else looks appealing, more appealing than what they have currently right now. You know what I mean? That's just always the case. So I feel like that's what it is with America, and the culture here is just really toxic. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be race relations. You know what I mean? That's always going to be, takes precedence. I feel like a lot of the stuff, you know, we have controlled media as well. They show us what they want to show us. They always try to show things definitely to provoke us when it comes to things with police brutality and things like that. It's like they always showing stuff like that, but they don't really give, you know, Black African Americans a lot of you know, positive stuff that they show, or things that they're doing, or projects they're working on, or I don't know. I just feel like it's always looking at us in a negative light, and always just trying to keep that, you know, racism going, which they don't really have to do too much to do that. A lot of people are going to do that anyway, especially if they're, you know, teaching their children that, bringing them up. Just another generation of hate. You know what I mean? It's just, like I tell you, hate is definitely something that's taught. I don't feel like you're born like a racist. You know what I mean? Like, no, you're definitely taught to not like someone for something. Or sometimes you might have had a bad experience with a particular race, and now you look at everybody that way. Like, that happens too. So, I don't know. Now, moving on from that, because I already done talked enough about these people that I don't care about, child. Enough. I want to talk about what was going on at work. Like, you know, I already had made my quick little video or whatever about, like, them getting on my nerves at the end of my shift, because I was still there 30 minutes past. I don't even think I left out the store till 2:56. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't able to get my son till like 3:30. So, mind you, I usually get home by a little bit before 3, so obviously I was already, you know, irritated, and I didn't want the person that was watching him feeling like, because like when you don't get a lot of people to watch your son, you don't want to never feel or make that person feel like you're trying to take advantage of the situation, and that's why I never do that. I don't never lollygag. As soon as I leave out, I'm driving straight to my destination to go pick up my son. I do not be trying to stop, run errands, none of that. Like, I go straight there, like, you know what I'm saying? So I do that because I want to show that, number one, I appreciate them, and number two, like I just said, I'm not trying to take advantage. So long story short, when the girl was coming in there talking, I was just like irritated. So I was like, I had to say something, because don't hit me with the, if it don't apply, let it fly. Okay, don't talk around me about my shift that I work on, that I'm still currently here, and say that it doesn't apply to me. Because even if you're not directly naming names, that's the shift that I work on. So bitch, I'm going to speak up as a person that is here. That's it. Now, like I said, I did regret it, because I hate anytime I get out of character. But it's like, only like that, she just caught a stray, meaning like I was just frustrated because I was still at work, so I just happened to, you know, go off. But like, you don't want to, like, to get me like that. I be feeling like, no, like I don't like that, because it just makes me feel like you won and I look like the weaker person in the situation, and I don't like feeling like that, and I don't like that at all. You know what I'm saying? So to segue from that, I want to say about being a weaker person. Like, I do feel like if you look at my past videos, stuff like that, it can come off, or if you know me personally, it might come off to you like I play victim or whatever. Let me say this, because I want to make this very clear. I am not a victim, okay? I'm very well aware of my choices and things that I decide that I want to do, things that I decide I don't want to do. You know, yes, I change my mind quickly. When things start to look a little suspect, yeah, I'm stepping out, because it's like, okay, I'm not going to deal with this. I feel like this. If you cannot be cool with me, like, it's just like people at work. Like, some people, they'll talk to me when certain other employees not there, but then when them employees there, they act like they don't fuck with me. Do not fuck with me at all if you gotta be like that, okay? Make that very plain, making that very clear for the people in the back. Don't fuck with me at all. I will not lose any sleep. Trust me, because I like a good nap. I stay knocked the fuck out. Trust me. If you know, you fucking know. So, I don't like that fake shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't fuck with me and really and genuinely fuck with me, then don't fuck with me at all. Like, you know, stay where you at, and I'm always gonna stay where I'm at. Not always stay where I'm at, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all get it, y'all. People who get it, y'all get it. Like, so moving on from that. Then I was watching TGIF, and they was just talking about how now it's becoming like more prevalent in the LGBTQ community about, you know, black men, once they get a little success, they're now dating, you know, same sex, opposite, you know, race counterparts, you know. I've hit on this a lot on my channel. If you look at my old videos, I personally don't have a stake in the fight, but we cannot ignore, you know, that it seems like more and more you see this, and it's beyond preference at this point for me. Like, I do feel like people do have like other agendas, or people want a certain image, or people want a certain look or an aesthetic, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying everything as shallow as that, but trust me, people are a lot more shallow than they claim to be. You know what I'm saying? And I can admit, my shallowness is physicalness of a person, like the way you look. Yes, I will date somebody that is not, what's the word I'm looking for? That is not conventionally or traditionally attractive. Like a Tyrese. Like, to me, he's not cute, but he has sex appeal. You know what I mean? So, you know, he get dressed. It's like, okay, bald head, chocolate. All right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I could, you know, but I won't outright date anybody that I feel I couldn't stomach. Meaning, like, if you're going to get ready to touch me and I'm doing one of these moves, or I'm uncomfortable around you, you could tell, like, people could tell even on the outside looking in, like, the guy I was talking to, he's like the photographer or whatever. Like, every time he got, like, you know, doing all of this, I just felt like he was just on me too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? I am weird, though, like, because I do want to live inside my person that I'm with, but I also need a few days away from you, too. Is that wrong? I be needing time to myself. I have to regroup, reset, hit the reset button. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, the energies, working, socializing, going to the park, like, just being around all that different stuff all day, and then what's going on in the world, then the election coming up. It's just everything be going on at once. Y'all know inflation is a big deal. A lot of people are struggling to afford groceries. Like, people are living check to check. People have to have 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 jobs just to connect dots of ends meeting, and that should not be. We should not be spending more time at work than at the home that we're paying for. That's absurd. And it's almost like, not that you rent in your house, like, say if you buy a house, but it do feel like that, because it's like you're not never there. You're always at work, always doing something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, like, you do want to, that's why when you do have your little day off, your time off, yes, you want to enjoy the comfortability of your home. Now, me having a son, yes, I wish when I got off of work, I could just sit in here all fucking day. Trust me. I wish I could. But it's just like, he's not just only a boy, he's also a child. It's not a matter of his sex. He has to be outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let him go outside, even if we just go outside and sit in front of the door, because nobody be out here. There's only 8 apartments, 2 are vacant, so there's only 6 neighbors. You know what I'm saying? So, 5 neighbors. And, you know, he got stuff he could do. Take his toys out there. We play with bubbles. He gets on his car. We sometimes ride around the block. Like, well, not the block, but, like, come out the street. And then it's like, it's 2 ways to get in this place. You have to be here to understand it. So it's like, yeah, and then it's like, I'm 33 years old. I just turned 33. Shout out. You know, Pisces season is approaching its end. We are getting ready to move into Aries season. So get ready for all the big kids to be showing up on y'all timeline. Giving very much Rihanna and Essence Atkins. It's like, no, I'm playing. But, you know, just a little zodiac joke. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all can't live y'all life by that shit, because it's too much that goes into a person that makes them up to be able to base them solely off of their zodiac. Yes, do people have certain traits? Of course. But, you know, environment, the way you were raised, experiences, all that takes a toll on who you are as a person as well, and your character development. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But yeah, I'm 33, and it's just like it gets harder to make friends when you're my age, when you're getting older, because a lot of people are at this age like set in their ways. I'm personally not set in my ways. There are certain ways that I'm probably always going to have, yes. But am I open to change? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I feel like without change, you can't evolve. There's no evolution without change. So it's like I don't mind changing, I don't mind compromising. Like, you know, anybody who's had the privilege of being in a relationship with me know that I'm very domestic, know that I'm that wifey type of person. Like, know that I love spoiling the person that I'm with. Like, I love buying presents. Like, I love buying presents more than I like receiving presents, because I like getting people things that they enjoy, or if they're using something that I purchased for them, or if, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like that feeling. It feels, to me, it really does feel good to give. And that's not, I know that sounds cliche, but it's true. Like, I really do enjoy giving to others. But what I'm not never going to keep being, because that's what I've been in a lot, it's like sometimes, like, you know, everybody has a person in their life, like they might be your kryptonite, like, you know what I'm saying? But you cannot let people make you feel bad about yourself, right? You cannot let people try to keep dismissing you, dismissing your feelings, like, and then saying one thing else. Like, I am not dealing with that anymore from anybody. Like, if you're giving me your ass to kiss, you can also kiss mine. And that's going for anybody. It's potential people that I'm dating, new developmental friendships. But it's like now I've been able to take a step back and see things for what they are. And it's like, okay, do I still want to be involved? Now, once I get the full spectrum of a situation, it's like, okay, no, I don't want to be involved. I don't have any room to have negative karma in my life, so I would never want to do anything like negative to hurt someone else. Like, I definitely, at least intentionally, I can see if I'm unaware of something, okay, but when you're aware and you're still doing something you're not supposed to do, it's just like what they say, when you know better, you should do better. And I'm working on being a better person, doing better, being the best mom I can be, and that's my only focus right now. I really don't have time to be focusing on clown men, clown behavior, lying men, like, you know, men that can't really text you, men that's always making up an excuse for when it's time for y'all to meet up, and then you want to meet up at a later time. No later times. I have a child that goes to sleep at 8:30, and I'm right behind him at 9:30. I get up at 4:30 in the morning, and I don't have time to be sitting here up late night. I'm too old. I can't do it no more. When it's time to go to sleep, I'm out like a light. Slept through the flight. Okay? I think that's pretty much all I had to hit on. Like, my son's obviously at daycare. I'm off today. But you know, he was definitely still going to daycare. He had a pretty good morning. When he woke up, you know, I woke him up with some kisses. You know, we're developing a bond that I can't really explain. But I just know that I don't lean on him because he's almost about to be 4. He's a child. But I just mean, like, sometimes I really need his love. Because I feel like a lot of times that's all we really, what they say, what the world needs now is love. Like, that's all I want. I just want love that's genuine. Let me be clear. I want genuine love. Okay? I don't want hide out in the shadows love. That's not for me. I'm no one's secret mission, okay? Secret Asian man, secret Asian man. Let me stop playing, but I always have the oldest references. Like, I don't understand that about myself. But yeah, moving on from that, I'm just not dealing with no more bullshit from nobody. Like, you know, I will let things go on for a certain amount of time, and people will probably laugh at me. Oh, you say the same thing, say the same. That's fine. That's fine. All y'all can do is wait and see. That's all I got. That's all I got for y'all. If you haven't subscribed to my OnlyFans, make sure you do. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do. Make sure you hit the like, notification bell, share if you care, leave a comment, tell me your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next joint. Holla!